Hello.
Hello. Oh, it's your turn.
No. All you.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Burnin Time. This is a random show about random things, and we have no idea what we're doing. So, welcome to episode 1, where we figure everything out in real time.
We got so many problems.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never have any problems.
Everything's broken. We did get this
Everything is perfect.
This cool little watermark thing. I have to move it. We get this cool little flame guy made by Mangles. Got the Mangles.
It's super cool.
It's so awesome. I can't wait to use it. I can't wait for us to use it in things. I'm not going to leave it on screen for now, but we'll eventually use it.
Okay, you. Don't worry.
Mangles did a really good job on that. It was like the first iteration too. It's like, how is this? Like, is it done? Because that's awesome.
Hey guys, this is kind of like, okay, what do you think? I think it's amazing. What are you talking about?
I don't know who I was talking to about it. I couldn't find the conversation when I was trying to reference it. But it was like, he makes these sketches. And he's like, these are like just some rough drafts that I did while I was like, I don't know, taking a shit or something. Not his words. but they're always so good.
Language, Cal. Language.
Sorry, this is a family friendly podcast.
I have no idea.
We never discussed that. Whatever it is. I'm already drinking twisted tea, so it's already that kind of day.
We don't want monetization anyway.
Yeah, I mean we're not. We don't need that. What are you drinking?
Ghost. Because energy. Why not?
Energy that's not there because it's a ghost.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Don't die. This is the first podcast. You can't die.
But it'd be great. No. It'd be great clickbait. First podcast episode, co-host dies.
And this has been a wild run, but we'll see you guys next time
We'll see you in episode 2,
where Cal finds a new co-host.
Right. It's just you doing tryouts. Like, all right, what you got for me?
Did you see the movie Pitch Perfect, the original?
Yes, I saw the original. I haven't seen 2 or 3, but
were they doing any? 3, right? Yeah, I think there's 3. Maybe.
See, I say that because I feel like there's a 4th.
Maybe there's 2.
I can't remember.
Maybe there's 2, and I feel like there should be a 3rd.
I know there's 3 for sure.
Hang on. He says,
Don't mind us. We're just gonna.
I was prepared for this too.
Is there a 4?
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect 4.
Pitch Perfect 2.
There we go.
3?
1, 2, 3.
There's
3. I knew there was a 3rd.
Wow.
There's apparently not a 4th though.
What was the 3rd one? They like get captured or something, right? They're
I remember that part where I said I've seen 1.
Hold on. $391 during overseas USO tour. Yeah. So this is the one where they get here it is. Fat Amy learns that Fergus, her estranged father, who is also a ruthless international crime lord, has found her at their hotel. And then they get captured on like a yacht or something like that. It's actually kind of funny. That's the movie that I remember, but I thought that was the second one, and now I can't remember what the second one's about.
Fair.
This isn't in our talking list at all. This is
not at all. But you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
That's okay. The first one was the story about, like, you know, it's kind of your coming of age kind of stuff, right? Like there's people coming together, they're singing music, all that kind of stuff. And then you're telling me they get abducted by some mob boss.
Yeah, that's 2 movies in. 3, because
this is why we don't need sequels.
I do like that they say, however, a national scandal dubbed Muffgate erupts when Fat Amy actually rips her pants in front of U.S. President Barack Obama. I remember this movie now. I remember this. Okay, yeah, this is where the Germans come in, and they're the fuck, dude. I can't remember that guy's
sound machine.
Yeah, it's like just like Muse. Think Muse, but like acapella.
All right then. Well, all right then. I have now learned more than I thought I was going to today.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to talk about it. Anyway, the whole point of that. let's rope it back into the original point of the conversation was that audition part at the towards the beginning of the original Pitch Perfect movie is exactly what I'm going to do in the second podcast. Finding
perfect.
Yeah, come with your songs ready.
If you have somebody on there singing Cups, you're like, yep, you're in. We got it.
Yeah. And Kendrick, you can come on and be the co-host anytime you want. Already pulling out sponsor deals.
Right. I wanna see how that happens. Like how Anna Kendrick goes, yeah, I'll join.
Never gonna happen. I'd have to like just die, and then that would be the end. That'd be my like final dream.
The point is, I am dying, so that's how she comes in.
All right, fine. You can have it. It's fine.
All right.
All right. So,
anyway, now that we've completely lost the plot already,
the plot was too thick to begin with.
Phrasing?
Sure.
Just saying. I don't
know. This is Burnin Time. This is our podcast. This is Scorched. Say hi.
Hello.
And I'm Cal. This is our new venture where we're just gonna once a month get together and just talk about whatever the hell we want and record it while we do it. So,
and this is time to just chill out and burn some time.
Yeah, listen to us however you want. In the shower is ideal.
With a shower beer, I guess. I don't know. Why not?
You do you. All right. Take a picture and send it to us of where you're listening to the podcast.
Don't do that. No. Don't do that. Not if you're taking a suggestion.
Yeah, unless it's a shower. then
don't do that.
Take a picture before you get in of just the bathroom, not you in the naked. Never mind. All right. Anyway.
Or you know what? Just post a comment and say, "Hey, I'm in the shower." That's all I need. I don't need to see anything.
See, that's why you're here. You rope my overly complex ideas into something more family suited.
This is when you go. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure you hit that little bell so that you don't forget to come back.
Yeah. See you next time.
It all works back in. I got you.
We're not done yet. Got it.
Right.
All right, well, our first actual talking point is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 released today.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I have been dreading going on the internet because of spoilers.
Fair.
But
so, okay. As someone who has not played Pro Skater, pretty sure I only ever played like Underground on GameCube or something like that. What exactly is our loop here for Pro Skater? Is it just like skating in random areas, or what's going on?
Kinda. So the first two games is the exact same as the third game in terms of format. So you get 2 minutes to run through a level, and there's goals you have to hit, like collect skate or do a certain number of
many ollies, get like grind and all that kind of stuff. Whatever.
It's usually like a classic of like 4 things, like 4 different categories of goals. Like one is like collect all the letters of skate in around the map, but if you like find the S, usually in line of somewhere that you would skate to would be the next letter, and you just follow it around till you find them all.
Sure.
I think it was in Underground, maybe, or maybe it was Tony Hawk 4. I don't remember because 4 kind of evades me, even though I loved it so much. But they introduced a thing called Combo. Actually, I think it was 3 or 4 did it. Yeah, I think it was earlier than that. It was a letters for combo, COMBO, but you would have to collect them in one combo, hence the name. You have to collect the letters in one combo without falling or bailing or anything like that. Otherwise, you got to start over at the beginning. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
I like that.
That one sounds more. I was gonna say that one sounds more skill intensive. I guess.
Yes.
Would be the way for it.
Yeah, it gets you used to chaining things together, which was nice. Like skate, you kind of just like collect the letter, cool, move on. Like if you fell collecting the letter, it wasn't a big deal.
If all you're able to do is push the forward on the stick and get to the letters, you still got it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, baby steps. And then there was collect a certain amount of score. Usually, like some sort of score amount starts off small, like 5,000, 10,000, and then ramps up to 75, 120.
I'm assuming this has kind of like your typical, if you keep doing the same trick over and over, you get less points kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think specials are probably your best bet. Like once you use special tricks, like they start off so high on the point category, and like the grabs are easy to like just manipulate. That the specials kind of become harder to like not get a lot of points for because they start off so high. By the time you're like, if you do the same special 10 times, you're still getting more than a kickflip. So, in that case, it doesn't make too much sense. And then they had the random ones where it's like some sort of event happening in that area. Like, do 5 lip tricks on this bowl to impress some professor or something. Some weird stuff that like didn't make any sense.
Hey, you're failing math class. Make sure your professor sees you. Kickflip.
Hey, how'd you get a copy of my transcript? Didn't pass English, but could do a mad kickflip. A+.
No, that just another game that I've never finished, but I had a blast with a bit of it I played. Bully. It kind of had that, like that idea has that vibe to it where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go, throw snowballs at a teacher because I don't like them today.
Like no point to the plot, but it works out an advantage.
Yeah, why
not? So 3 and 4 now coming. It's out now. When I wrote this down, it was still like 3 weeks out.
Sure.
My one biggest thing was Bam Margera making it in there because he wasn't originally slated to get in there, even though he was in the games and should have been there from the beginning.
Correct me if I'm wrong too. I want to make sure I got the right person in my head. That's the guy on Jackass, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Just making sure I got the right guy in my head.
Yep. Yeah. He was. He had.
He's got his own podcast and stuff now too, doesn't he?
He does. Him and Steve-O were really good friends back in the Jackass days, and when Bam kind of like fell off the horse and started like going down a dark path, Steve actually pulled him out of that whole thing. Like the guy that's like eating a pound of wasabi and throwing up in a restaurant is the guy that like turned his life around so quickly after Jackass was done and like just became this like awesome individual outside of like just doing stupid shit. Like actually like started making difference in places and took care of himself and his health got better. Like and pass that on to Bam, and like I couldn't be happier to see like Bam Margera back in some spotlight that's not negative.
No, 100%.
Mainly because he's skating again. Like he's back skateboarding for real. Like obviously he's not like as agile as he was, but he still has the tricks. Like
sure,
I've seen videos of him recently pop up, and he was like skating all the old places, and like actually.
I can tell you, if I was doing, like, I'm not a skater by any means, but if I was skating when I was younger and I absolutely loved it that much, went down a weird path and started coming back, I can tell you right now, I'd be like, yep, I'm going to train and make sure I can, have some flexibility to do that again.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah, like I'm not recovering out of if they're falling on my ass skateboarding like I did when I was 16. Not
running into the ER and saying, "Quick, help! He's 40."
Quick!
I don't remember how old you are, but you can date
They're pretty close. I'll be 37 next month. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Not looking forward to it.
We got, let's see, 5 months out from 32, so I get it.
Yeah, you're getting closer to the mid 30s, and those knees ain't what they used to be.
Yep. I'm also carrying around a lot more weight than I should be, so they don't like that either. So
that's fair. That's fair. A lot of the old skaters are back in this, which is cool. They got some new ones like they did in 1 and 2. They added some new skaters in it. We got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collab going on with this out of nowhere, which is pretty
Why
cool. Like
not?
one of the turtles is in it. That's pretty cool. I heard the Doom
Okay,
guy,
can
Doom
I
Slayer's in
just
there. Yeah,
I feel like the Ninja Turtles just pop up in the most random places and I never expect them because they were DLC in like Injustice 1 or Injustice 2 as well. And I was like, why
yeah.
are you here? Why are you here? I'm not complaining, but why?
Like why does some turtle like with nunchucks make a difference in this game? It doesn't, but it's awesome that it's there.
It is. That's the point. Like, we all want to see it. We're just not expecting you. You just show up and we're like, cool,
I'm
I guess. Why
all
not?
for it. All for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole elephant in the room thing with this game is that Tony Hawk 4 being a more open world style game where like you get dropped into the level and there's no timer. There's just a bunch
That
of goals to do.
new?
That was new for Tony Hawk 4 at the time. Because
Oh,
1, 2,
okay.
and 3 had the same 2-minute timer, do all the goals. Like it was
So
possible
they
to get
added so they kind of just added the open world thing to 3 then, or?
to 4. The original release
Or
of
sorry.
4, and that's
Oh,
where I'm
okay,
getting
I'm
at.
sorry.
In the
I guess
re-release, good.
no, I'm just trying to figure because like you said they had the open world in 4 originally.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing is they put the open world back in, or the big thing is like they added it to 3. I'm just making sure I'm on the same
Gone,
track.
gone completely in the
Oh, it's
re-release.
gone.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Now
continue.
I haven't played the game yet, so I'm reserving my judgment. I just really like the way Tony Hawk 4 was laid out, where like it wasn't a timer anymore. Like the timer was like you started this goal by talking to this NPC or something like that, and then a timer would be fixed for that goal. But when the timer ended, you were still on the level. You can keep going, doing whatever you wanted to do.
Sure.
There were a lot more goals, and the goals were progressive in some cases, like do these tricks off of this balcony to blow a hole in this fence, and then you have access to a new area to do more goals in. Like they were kind of progressive in a sense, so that
Okay.
level kind of changed based on what you were doing.
Sure.
So it's pretty cool to see that sort of stuff. Like it was unique for its time, but now in the re-release for 3 and 4, they got rid of it, and they now have the Tony Hawk 4 stuff following 1, 2, and 3's format. Which
Interesting.
again, I haven't played it, so I'm reserving my judgment. I mean, I love Tony Hawk
Sure.
games. I love the first 4 in general. I thought they were like the best of the best. So I'm probably gonna still have a lot of fun. Like it's gonna be like that Tosh episode where he's talking about a guy being pissed off because he can't buy happiness with money, and he's like, I don't know, I never seen a guy on a jet ski who's upset. So, like,
Love that joke.
so it's like the exact same thing. Like I love these games so much. Like I can't really. I'm not gonna be upset while playing it. Like even if I'm.
So there's one thing I have to say. Like I don't like getting re-releases, remasters, all that stuff all the time. But like if you're gonna do something with it, I'm more appreciative of it.
Yeah.
So like, even if 4 takes away the open world, at least they're like maybe putting a little bit more thought into it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean we're getting
I
new
don't know.
levels, but they're also taking away 1 or 2. I think 1 or 2. I think Chicago was one of the ones I read about. Like one level, there's 2 levels that they're not putting back in, but they're replaced with 2 other levels. Yeah, I don't understand that. When I next podcast, I'll have some level of knowledge of the game because I'll have played it.
We're going to tell you how great it is and how you should go buy it right now, or how awful it is and how you should never touch it.
I have high hopes for it. Like it's hard to like mess up Tony Hawk because it's already been messed up from way back in the day when like.
What was the? So I only ever played. I kind of lied earlier when I said I only ever played the Tony Hawk's Underground on the GameCube. There was one other that we bought that was on the Wii, and that was a weird one. I think it was like Tony Hawk's Downhill Pro or something like that.
The downhill, yeah.
Yeah.
Did that's the one that came with the little skateboard controller thing you had to stand on?
I don't remember for sure. I know we didn't have that if it did, but like I remember getting that one and going, "Oh, this is just a downhill racing game. That's all this is."
I think it's like Downhill Jam, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I had the Wii version, so it was probably a little bit weird, not gonna lie.
Not the same one. No, this one you just held the Wii remote sideways.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I remember playing it, but I didn't know there could have been peripherals I didn't have.
Yeah, I know there was a skateboard. What was it for? Hold on, Tony Hawk skateboard accessory.
You are
I'm gonna be
not
very,
gonna find what you want here.
very specific. I'm gonna be very specific. There it is. Tony Hawk's Ride. That's what it was. Tony Hawk Ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was an Xbox 360. That's what it was. Okay, a little farther. Yeah, they made. I don't know what it cost when it came out, but they made this little like skateboard accessory thing that you'd stand on like this, and then like it had like buttons and stuff so you could select your levels and all that things, and you'd have to stand on and actually like kind of skateboard. It was more like you stood on it and you just had to lean in certain directions to do things.
Sure.
I don't know.
That looks kind of cool. If I was gonna play a skateboarding game, like why not have a skateboard, right?
Yeah, I mean, the bowling alleys at the time had this in the arcades, which is I think the only way that I actually like touched it was through
the arcade.
Yeah, through the arcades.
Careful, Kyle, you're showing your age there with the arcades.
Dude. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, dude, you can just see like the grays of my beard. That'll show my age in no time.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so.
It's okay. At least you got like the full beard. I'm still working on getting this to figure out what the hell it's doing. So
I gotta like block that window or something, dude. It's like blowing
my. Watch out there, buddy.
Yeah, it's making me look like I'm dead. I'm a ghost now.
I was supposed to die. Okay?
You were supposed to die first.
Yeah. The program.
Actually, I might be able to. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I can't wait to play this. Next podcast, I'll actually be able to like talk about it more and things I like to do like about it. Manus and I are supposed to do a race for Tony Hawk 3 when this came out, so I'm hoping he's still interested in that.
That's fair. That sounds fun. Again, not a huge skateboard guy, so like I probably will not pick this up, but I'm excited to hear what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. If you're not gonna like be interested in it, like don't pay full price for it. Wait for it to go on sale.
Sure. Well, I think Ash was telling me it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's on that, and the Foundry demo that they released is out on Game Pass too, so you can play that for free.
Fair.
I haven't played that yet, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to hear what you think. I'm looking forward to the full review. I will bring popcorn.
Now we're talking. Now I bring snacks. I'm in. I guess I can close out of that now. Another thing that we have, I'll talk about this now.
Please hold.
Please hold while I stop being bad at the video game.
I can't hold that long. what I can't be here for the next 10 years, okay?
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. I don't blame you. I wouldn't anyway. All right. So we're not gonna watch the video, but just kind of show you. We released the Harbor Master 64.
You could run it in the background if you wanted to.
That's true. Just play it.
Play it, mute it, make a big screen.
So Harbor Master 64 team. This is a team that I administrate for on their Discord. They released Ship Harkinian, which is Ocarina of Time's PC port. Majora's Mask, 2 Harkinian. Nice play on Too Fast, Too Furious. Which is a Majora's Mask PC port. They released a Star Fox 64 PC port for Starship.
I need to get my hands on because that one looks fun.
It's very good. It's very good. If you want to like super smooth gameplay, and no lag in areas that you wouldn't have dreamed of having no lag, like Aquas. Insane.
Talk about that game was perfectly flawless and no issues.
Zero problems whatsoever.
Zero problems.
To be honest, I think it's less glitchy in terms of tricks and glitches than Ocarina of Time was. So
fair, honestly.
I don't know if that's a fact or not. I just hear people talk about glitches a lot less.
To give it credit, like Ocarina of Time's a little easier for people to exploit because it's Star Fox is on a rail. You can only do so much.
You're always moving.
Yeah, exactly.
So
like you can figure out you can drop bombs at your feet, backflip, and then fly suddenly. So
it's always amazing to see like the glitch exhibitions where people like just talk about how they found that stuff, how it was discovered by accident most of the time.
That's 90% of speedrunning. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
someone does something accidentally and says, "Wait, can I replicate that?"
It's fun when there's like somebody finds something and then it goes like unnoticed, or like nobody cares about it for like
Mhm.
years, and then like somebody discovers something similar to it but an actual good use case for it, and then all of a sudden it's like, dude, I found this like 6 years ago, what do you mean?
Yeah,
And
what do you
like, where
mean
was
I
this
was
at?
doing this accidentally?
Oh, so I want to talk about this part here because this is what I was kind of waiting for. um
Okay.
this here is a level editor that's going to be baked in for
Oh,
our latest release. We're getting at Mario Kart 64 PC port, codename Spaghetti Kart, because the code is just all out spaghetti.
yeah, that sounds great.
A lot of stuff that doesn't make sense when you look at it. So
I'm pretty
um,
sure there's a comment right below this that says exactly that. So yeah,
I'm
that's fair.
100% sure. um, but there's a level editor that the guy Mega Mitch and um, Coco have been working on, and I think ZRC also has been having a
Oh,
large hand in this. Yeah, Z, the Z, the
fair
one that
enough.
we all know. Um, yeah, they've been working towards making an actual level editor and level creator. It's not just you take a map and you can modify things. You actually create a whole new map and put it into the game, and it's not like
Mario Kart
replacing.
Maker. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is super cool. Like just looking at this, like it's kind of like Unreal Engine and Unity style stuff, where you can see the arrows for X, Y, and Z are almost identical.
Kind of drag
Like,
and drop.
yeah, like it's very user friendly. Like you look at stuff and you already know what it's going to do. You don't have to think about it, which I think is a huge
Sure.
win. All built with an IMGUI interface, which looks clean and most people understand it. Um, anyway,
I
so
mean,
I thought,
just this part here looks pretty good already. So
yeah, and they like it's there's already some custom maps that were made that are in the game ready to go. Like there's mods that are already working. Um,
fair.
so I thought that was pretty cool that they got that in like pre-release. Like it's not even fully released yet. Like they're just a zero point 0.9 version out there. While they fix up some bugs and stuff like that that they have to clean up. But um, overall, great. Like I love playing it. It's very fun. It's our fourth port that's been released by the team.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So we're
I love
expanding. We're growing.
I love getting things like this that kind of make it easier to play some of this stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Something I'm very big on in general is just like when you can't play a game that you want to play. I absolutely hate that.
yeah.
Um,
Like
like
Sonic
Metal Gear
Unleashed.
Solid. Metal Gear Solid for a while was that way. Now it's on Steam now. I don't know if it
Right.
works on PC well or not, but like Metal Gear Solid, I was like, man, I really want to play Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't own a PS3. I don't like I can't play it. I love getting like even for older stuff like this. It's really cool getting these ports out like this.
Yeah, and you don't want to spend like, $120, $200 on a console just to play
Sure.
one specific game.
Yeah,
Emulators are
because
an
like
option, but
you could buy an N64, but like let's be honest, you're not gonna play everything on it all the time. You're gonna use it occasionally, and that's it.
no, you're gonna plug it in. You're gonna play the game until your itch runs out, and then it's gonna sit there and collect dust until you unplug it or inevitably maybe sell it because you don't want to use it anymore. And then as soon as you sell it, like a month later, you're like, oh, I got the itch again, and cycle repeats.
Yep,
Been there with the
that's
place. Been there with the PlayStation 2.
yeah, that's fair. Um, God, PlayStation 2 is a big blind spot for me too, unfortunately. Back
Just
when back when that system came out, I never owned it. Like my first non-Nintendo console was a PS3, I think.
okay.
So there's a lot of good stuff on the PS2 that I like never got the chance to play, and had to kind of work some of it into my backlog for a while and get through some of it.
I mean, you're working through the backlog. That's better than I was. I had the same thing, but the inverse. I never owned a Super Nintendo as a kid.
Uh,
I was a Sega kid for the longest time. Sega Genesis, Sega CD.
I guess I can't. I kind of lied. Let me rephrase things a little bit. I had an older brother who actually owned a PlayStation 1, so I did actually have a PlayStation 1 and some of that stuff, but I skipped the PS2 era.
Yeah, which is weird because the PS2 era was like the golden era. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think there was anybody I knew at the time that didn't have a PS2. It was just like you
Yeah,
went over somebody's house. Let me bring my memory card because it was
Well, I remember specifically seeing it all the time, and it was on my Christmas wish list every year. But Santa never gave it to me. Yeah, it was one of those things where we had a GameCube. I was excessively happy with that GameCube. Loved it.
GameCube is a great console.
PS2. Oh yeah, fucking great console. Yeah. Still my wait, let me think. Yes, still my favorite controller layout. Period.
For 100% sure. I love the GameCube controller layout. It's like the Gable analog stick. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I wish more games like went back to that like whole 8 directional movements, not the 360.
And I love having like even just the button placement. Yes. I love having the big old A button, and then you just have to slightly move your thumb to hit B, X, and Y real quick. It's not that bad.
Drunken me can't miss that button.
Exactly. Most important button. Make it the biggest.
Hands down. Yeah, cool stuff with that. Like, I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up. Again, Sega Genesis, the Sega CD. The Sega CD is where that split happened. Because they were expensive. Like, my parents didn't really have a lot of money growing up. Like, my dad worked 80 hours a week at a shipyard.
I had a father who was a janitor and a mother who was a school teacher. So, yeah, we weren't getting that stuff either.
Yeah. Mom stayed at home and took care of me and my sister, and my dad worked 80 hours at a Navy shipyard as a mechanical engineer. And mechanical engineers didn't make a lot of money back then. Like, it's not like now where an engineer, you would think they make like, 6 figures or like at least get around that point.
To be fair, he probably should have been making that kind of money because like being an engineer is still extremely respectable.
Right, but we're talking to like the late 90s, early 2000s. So maybe not at that point in time, but yeah, I agree. He worked his ass off just so that my mom could stay home with us, and we had to pay for daycare because that was expensive at the time too. Like even now, it's like I think $150 a day.
I don't think daycare is ever not expensive.
No, I mean I get it because like someone's taking care of your kid for 6-7 hours.
It's understandable. It's just like it's always pricey.
Yeah. I got to turn my microphone down a little bit because I just saw myself peek. I'm pulling a pat. So that's where the split happened. Like, just kind of get back on track for that. Is my mom asked me, "Do we want a Sega CD or do you want a Super Nintendo for Christmas that year?" And I already had a Genesis, and I was really big on like the Sega Genesis locking into the Sega CD. Like, so it was like one big like wide. It was pretty cool.
The Nintendo disc drive, right? That Nintendo 64 disc drive.
The thing that came out, right? I'm not sure.
Totally made it out. Don't worry about it.
So I ended up getting a Sega CD because Sonic CD was the thing, and it was already in my wheelhouse. I already played all the other Sonic games, including having Sonic 3 and then getting Sonic and Knuckles the same like year.
So you were a big Sonic guy in general, so
still technically am. It's just the games that are great are few and far between.
I was gonna say, what is it? The Sonic. Oh, I heard it's like a Sonic loop or something like that, where it's like, there's a new game announced. It looks great. Everything's going well. Oh man, this game's awful. All Sonic games are awful. Man, why do we keep buying these? Oh look, a new Sonic game got announced.
110% exactly what happens, and I'll buy all of them. I'll buy all of them and complain the whole way to the store.
Yeah.
I think the only game that I returned, the only Sonic game that I ever bought and returned was Sonic Boom when it came out. I pre-ordered on Amazon, had it delivered the day it released, played it for like an hour, hated it so bad, immediately went on Amazon and hit the return button. Like, it was the only game that I returned.
That's one of them.
I still have Sonic 06. I still have 06.
I think it's Boom and 06 are the two I usually hear the worst things about.
Yeah. I think 06 is better than Boom.
Like, I was gonna say 06 from when you've played them, so you know better than I do. But from what I had heard, 06 was like buggier, and Boom was just kind of bad in general.
Yeah, Boom was buggy and bad. Like, it was a buggy game and it was a bad game. Like, a super slow paced. At least 06 was still Sonic going fast. It's just he was going fast through the terrain where he wasn't supposed to. It was a buggy mess.
He's supposed to go fast anyway, right?
Yeah, but like through terrain you're not supposed to, like under the map into the void zone below, and places you're not supposed to be, he was going that fast. But yeah, like it's cool to see these games get broken out of their locked consoles. Like obviously Mario Kart's not a good example because it got re-released into um Switch, right? Like the Nintendo Switch
Sure. But
expansion pass.
I was gonna say though, as far as release time on this one, like couldn't have picked a better time. People are getting Switch 2s, or
Yep.
well, let me rephrase that. People are not getting Switch 2s and not getting to play Mario Kart.
Yeah, and some people
So why
getting
not?
Switch 2s with a staple through the screen. I mean, it is what it is. You
Staples
played
through
it.
the screen. Oh my gosh, what was that? I I didn't get a chance to follow up on this one. I was just heard about it last night, but I heard because so Nintendo has that ability where they can essentially brick your console.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I'm
think I know where we're going with this. Keep going.
So I heard somebody bought some used games off like a Facebook marketplace or something like that, plugged them in, downloaded the updates for them, and
Mhm.
Nintendo bricked the console.
Yep. Yeah, I read the headline and briefly in the article. I didn't really dive too much into it either, but I saw that and, dude, I mean,
Like
everyone's
I, from what
kind of
I
saying the same
understand, it
thing.
sounds like it's been restored now,
Has it? That's good.
but
That's good.
like why you can't be that I can understand. I don't like it, but I can understand having that on your console, but you can't be trigger happy with it at all.
No, no,
Like
like
this needs to be we have fully reviewed this thing. There's no like automatic process to it. We just caught something. The system says, "Hey, take a look at this." So we manually reviewed it all, and now we think it's a problem. So we're gonna break the system.
like it's
I
I
don't like it, but like,
I don't like it. I get it to a degree because I mean, like I've seen it before. Like Nintendo's not the first person to do this, so it's like I don't know why I get so heated about it when Nintendo does it. Like,
I'm
like
gonna be honest.
Xbox
Part of the reason I get heated about it is because I'm always like, Nintendo, you're supposed to be like
better.
better than this.
Yeah, like for a CEO that takes a pay
Like
cut when
I would
finances are
say the
tough,
same thing. Yeah, and I would say the same thing about Sony and Xbox too if they were doing this. To be fair,
they
but
are,
like
but they're not
you're
enacting on it, right?
well, true, true, true.
Like it's in Sony and Microsoft's user agreement too. Like it's the same similar wording, just maybe a little less blunt by probably
Sure.
design. But like they're not acting on it. Like unless you're like it's clear. Like if I got an Xbox, turned it on and like modded it and then got online, like 24 hours it'd be banned. Like clearly you
Yeah.
modded your console, you knew what you were doing, but like I get it with the MIG switch stuff where they're backing up their games and then plug it into the thing and put it in the console. That's kind of piracy to an extent. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to get too big into like talking about that here, but like it is and it
I can
isn't.
understand
Like
the convenience of having like one cartridge you plug in that just has all your games on it and stuff like that.
right,
But at the same time, like you're going through, you're ripping your games off and like
yeah.
off the cart, putting it on there,
What
and
else are you
then
doing with that?
who's to say you're ripping your game either? Why you could be downloading something online?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like that's fine. If you're doing like shady ass shit like that, like you deserve it. But to like brick a system, but have what I've seen, like somebody can put in the comments here, like how do you unbrick your system when that happens? Like, is there a process to actually do that? Like, is there an appeal process that works by Nintendo?
Well, from what I heard on this guy, he was working directly with Nintendo's like customer service, but like
Okay,
customers, I love customer service, and I understand they're just doing their job, but like there are so many times where you get a hold of customer service and it's just sketchy whether anything will happen because they're following their
yeah,
policies. You're trying to get them to like fix something else. Like,
right.
it's a case to case basis.
It and like from being somebody who like is an actual engineer who works with the support people to make sure that they have the knowledge to fix the things that are wrong, or for me to have a way of fixing it permanently so they don't have to touch it again, which is more ideal. I prefer that over just writing a document. Oh, this is how you fix it and then moving on. That's not helping anybody. But like
Yeah.
some call centers just aren't trained well. Like they're just there to answer the phone and copy paste
Well,
the
and
response.
there, as far as I know, there are still a lot of people, like companies that hire out their call center,
Yeah, they
and they're only
outsource.
supposed to deal with like the basic stuff. Like, hey, my system won't start. Well, did you try X, Y, and Z? There
Just
you
try,
go.
just try pushing the power button. Oh yeah, thanks. Okay, bye.
You turn it off and turn it back on again.
um, but yeah, like some call centers just aren't trained well, and it sucks for the call center because you get
Yeah.
customers that are expecting good support, but they don't get what they need, and then they
Well,
start
even if
yelling at the
it's
people. It's not their fault. Like,
I was gonna say
sucks.
there's more people that are gonna call a call center and start. Well, let me rephrase this. it feels like there are more people that are going to call a call center that are already worked up and are going to start yelling, as opposed to people that have, been in a similar situation who are going to try and keep their cool the whole way through.
Yeah, yeah. It's those people are a rarity. They're very like legendary status, but a rarity to have call center. Like you're not getting that most of
Mhm.
the time. I don't like not to change the subject, but when you said it feels like I just immediately sang the Michael Jackson song. Somebody's watching me. Yeah, it just popped in my head immediately, and I was like, I was gonna say it out loud, but I didn't want to ruin your train of thought.
Yeah, that probably would have ruined it. Not gonna lie.
I was very invested in what you're talking about. I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, I just like I've never been on the call center side of things, but I used
Yeah,
to work at Walmart. I worked behind the service desk for a while. Like even being a like assistant manager level, you get people that are just either A, looking to get something out of you, so they're coming up and like yelling and screaming and trying to get whatever they can,
yeah,
or B,
making a
or
fuss.
just already or they're already just like worked up, they're frustrated, they're annoyed, and they just want to get it done, and you're trying to explain this is what the policy is or blah blah blah, and they just don't want to hear it.
Yeah. To add to that, though, like sometimes you're not the first person they talk to. Like in
Yeah,
some
that
cases,
too.
like they've already called and like got the runaround and like or got disconnected and whatever, never got a call back because like why would a call center person call you back when you get disconnected? They don't know.
Yeah.
And then like you're like the second or third person they call and have to explain the same thing to. Like at that point,
Hmm.
even the nicest person is probably fed up. like
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
well, why did I talk through this AI prompt through the phone for 30 minutes trying to figure out what it wanted me to say to get to a point where I could talk to somebody and then have to do this 3 times? like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it gets worse from there on out. Um,
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a customer service in general is a downward spiral where when it starts, it's very hard to pull up out of it.
yeah,
So
yeah. And to get back to our topic there, like the process of unbanning the console once it's there is like non-existent. Like at least not out in the public eye.
yeah,
I haven't seen videos of anybody like actually like posting like, oh, if you have a brick system, this is what you do. Call and do X Y Z. Like I haven't seen that yet. So
yeah.
like what
I
happens
will say,
if this is
I will
permanent?
say, go ahead,
No,
finish that.
no.
I keep jumping
Short
in.
short part is that what happens if it's permanent and they don't want to ever worry about unbricking it? Like that's now more consoles are going to end up in a landfill or be sold for
Yeah.
parts and scrapped and thrown away, and or some kid's gonna not know what to do and be like, oh, this is broken, sell it to some other guy, and then he's gonna buy it and he's gonna be mad at the kid for selling him a broken console that he can't do anything with, and you just
Well, it
now
does kind of like, especially in this situation where it's talking about the guy bought used games, it kind of just breaks that whole market.
yeah like
Like
okay well
if I can't buy a used game anymore, or else you're gonna completely shut my console down. Like I feel like you're just killing an entire marketplace off there.
you're asking for people not to buy your product and you're asking them to go get it elsewhere. Like I'm not
Hmm.
gonna tell you where you're gonna go get it, but like it's you're not going to buy it, that's for sure. You're gonna
And
play it some
in
other way.
general, I like Nintendo. I do.
Hmm.
I think they make some weird decisions, but I want to support Nintendo because I like their
Yeah.
stuff. They
Uh,
have great, like Mario Link or Mario Zelda, all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Great first party content. I wish they would, release off console, maybe put some stuff on Steam,
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
but
At
I
least not
don't
their
make
first
that
party
decision.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think
I,
the
I mean, I mean, look. I would have said the same thing about Sony, but like they've got some of their stuff on Steam now too, so who knows?
well, Sony. I think Sony kind of slightly smartened up. I don't want to call them dumb, but they've made some pretty terrible decisions over the years, including buying Bungie for an absorbent amount of money that was never going to be made back. They just did it because
Yeah.
Microsoft was buying up things at good deals.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
but
here
like,
recently, I heard they're majority shareholder on From Software now. So,
oh, nice.
like the people that do Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I just hope they keep releasing things off platform because I still
Yeah.
want to play it on my
Well,
PC.
I mean, they have God of War on Steam now, right? Like
Yeah, what? I'm sorry.
God of War,
God of War.
like
Yes.
the newer ones.
They seem to be putting everything on Steam. It's just usually like a year later.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's on brand for Sony. Like, let's
I
pay
was
a
gonna say,
deserved amount of money to
kind of
have a time
kind of
locked
sucks, but
exclusive.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Square Enix learned their lesson with 16. Now it's coming to
Yeah.
Xbox, which is nice to see, but it's too late. I'm not going to play it now because my
Oh yeah,
interest
that's the thing.
level's down.
It's it's good to have, good to see, but a
Too
little
late.
too late. Is
Yeah.
especially with, and I mean this in the nicest way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like 16, but it got enough negative press by the time it released that everybody's gonna be like, you know what? I'm just not gonna bother.
Yeah. Like, why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I take the time to worry about that when I got other games to play now, like Clair Obscure? Like,
Yeah.
there's so many other
Games
games
that
out
are
there.
games that are getting, critical uh praise, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, like for a indie game to be way better than any AAA title that's out there at the time is crazy. I love it. I love to see
Oh
it.
yeah.
All right, the
Like
last
speaking of Final Fantasy. Oh, other side.
great segue. Not to our sponsor. That's LTT sort of. Um, yeah.
Okay. So
Next,
I was
last
gonna,
topic. Go ahead. This is yours.
yeah. So I want to talk Magic, but I also want to make sure we're kind of on the same page here.
Go
So
for
do
it.
you kind of want a rundown of kind of like basic how the game works?
Like how Magic the Gathering works.
Yeah, like just how Magic works in general. Do you want me to just give you a basic rundown real quick?
I've played the
Make
game
sure we're
before.
on the same page.
I know
Okay.
how Magic is.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
How it's played. I don't know what the new mechanics are. I think I've
No.
been. Selesnya? They redid Selesnya right during the
I don't think when that was, but yeah, I think I
return
know what you're talking about.
return to it was return to something. I can't remember what it was called. Fuck, I gotta look it up now. This is what we do. We look stuff up while we're
So I'll be honest, I played back in high school and then dropped out for years and have just now recently gotten back into it. So,
Ravnica. That's what it was.
oh, Ravnica. Yeah, yeah.
This
Return to
is
Ravnica is really good.
this is the last core that I played.
Actually, I think 20 that was actually the last set I played in back in high school as well. Was Ravnica.
Selesnya.
Selective service.
Yeah, I think this might be it. This might be the deck that I followed. Yeah, this is the deck that I had. Oh wow, it's only $150 now. Wow, this definitely dropped in price. I could pay like $600 in total for the cards that I needed at the time.
Just off of the few cards I recognize off there, that deck looks nasty.
It was very fast.
Yeah.
It's actually this isn't the exact one. I think it changed over some of the course since I last
Sure.
played it. But there was these um elephants, these like really beefy elephants that were like 4/4 creatures, but they only cost uh they cost 4 to spawn, summon. But
Oh, sure.
with the Llanowar elves and the Elvish Mystics, like if you just placed one of these down in one of your first 2 turns, you were doing
You
a
got
turn,
turn 3 or 4.
yeah, a 4/4 on turn 3, sometimes turn 2 if you got a really good hand. And like if you play a land and this elf on the first turn, then you have a 4/4 on turn 2 that is uncounterable. Like the player doesn't have enough land to counter your spell.
By the time you're putting something like that out, nobody has anything. So you're just like throwing big stuff on the field. Nobody can respond to it because they have nothing yet.
It's ridiculous because like you wouldn't worry about counter. You would just have so many creatures out in the field by like turn 5, and then on turn 6 you were dropping an angel that was like a 7/7 flying, and you would just give it trample, and you would just obliterate the rest of the field. Like there was no stopping it.
Yeah. Well, I guess so.
Yeah. Good. I want to hear. This is your stuff.
Just for basics, in case we have people that are watching, haven't played Magic, all that kind of stuff. Long story short, the game revolves around you playing down certain lands. They have 5 colors of blue, red, green, black, and white. And you use those to pay for the little pips up on the top of the card there to put these spells out and try to beat your opponents down before they can beat you, right? So, recently, and I mean like, gosh, maybe a month ago now, we got a Final Fantasy set of cards. And these are, and there's a lot of people that don't like stuff like this, right? There's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I want to have Magic just be Magic," because like the cards for Magic are really cool in general. The lore and all that stuff that got built up in the world is amazing. But if you're gonna like bring other games in, this is one of those games that I'm like, oh yeah, this stuff
Yeah.
belongs in here. um,
It should be a little bigger now. Should be able to actually see what the
yeah,
cards
that's
are.
fair. And you're welcome to scroll through this as you want, kind of a thing, and just kind of show some stuff off. But this is one of those sets that I've been absolutely loving. Um, they're really cool cards. Like you look at this is the first time if you look at like the Bahamut up there in the corner.
This one here.
Yeah, they have things called sagas in the game that just like so they've got these 1, 2, 3, 4 effects down there on the side of him. When he comes out, you put one on him, and then every turn after that he progresses down, and each time it progresses, you get that effect.
Oh, nice.
So stuff like this as a creature was brand new, and I really think it's cool.
This is
Yeah, damage.
awesome.
Yeah.
Total
So,
mana.
yep. So this is another reason I love the set. It is so flavorful on everything. Um, Mega Flare is devastating in general. Every game Bahamut's in, you know, if you get hit by Mega Flare, it's a problem. And in order to play this guy, you have to have like it's 9 colorless, so you can use any color mana to summon him. So you're looking at probably at least 9 damage,
Yeah.
or like at bare minimum.
Yeah, to start.
He costs 9. He costs 9, so you're doing 9 damage to something no matter what. And then everything else you have on the field.
God,
Like,
can you imagine like you play this card down and then your third saga to draw 2 cards are both like some sort of land drop?
mm-hmm.
And you're starting off the gate at with 10 damage that you could probably hit up a triple or flight.
So you have
Oh, he's already flying.
yeah,
Oh
he's a
no.
9/9 flyer. Yep.
Oh no.
So and here's the deal,
That's
right? Like
brutal.
you have the rule where you can only play 1 land per turn,
Hmm.
but this card is colorless, which means you can put it in any deck you want to, which means that you can put it in like a green deck that says you've been dropping lands out like crazy every turn. You can put it in a
Yep.
red deck that says, hey, I've got a bunch of like super heavy cost dragons that I got out with treasures and stuff like that to like get them out faster. Like,
This screams good for an artifact deck. Like you add an artifact
mhm,
deck with like ornithopters in there that are
yep.
zero cost flyers, but like you could put them out there for bait, and then you have a wall that's not going to be penetrated while you just pump out creatures. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, and if you go, so, oh gosh, a little ways down on that page you were at before, too.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, scroll down a little ways. There's one called Summon Knights of the Round. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Where are you at? One more, I think. Yep, Summon Knights of the Round.
There you go.
So this one isn't colorless; it's a white card specifically, but like
Well, it's
it's
six
got the
colors,
same
2 white.
kind of
That's
effect.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but it's got the same kind of effect where you go down the card and get the effect every time. But 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all create 3/2/2 white knight creature tokens. So
Now
in 4 turns, you
are
get
these
12 knights on the field.
are these just basic white mana night tokens, or are these the night tokens with vigilance?
These are, unless it says on the card, they're just basic knights.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, if you, it'll say create a knight with vigilance or whatever, like that, right?
Okay.
So like, but even like you look at this and you say, okay, I'm getting 12 knights on the field, and then on the last turn, all of my creatures get +2/+2, so they're 4/4s at that point, and they're indestructible for this turn.
Yep.
Or actually, wait,
Wow.
nope, never mind. I lied.
That's
That
permanent.
indestructible counter is permanent. I
Yeah.
lied. So,
And this card itself is indestructible.
mm-hmm.
Wow.
So and then and it counters or combos well with some other stuff too, because there's do you know what commander is? Like the game
Yeah.
style commander?
Yeah, it's like a 100
Okay.
card deck with one commander that
So
stays
it's
out in
a
the
hundred
field.
card. Well, It's 99 cards. You're only allowed to have one of each named kind of card, so you can
Yep.
have as many like basic lands and stuff as you want to, but only one of each named card. And then you have one card on the side that's your commander that you can summon whenever. Every time it dies, it gets a little more expensive, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So they always have like
That
pre-con,
format
like
was too pricey for me at the time.
but they always have things like pre-con decks that they make with each set. One of them this time was for Final Fantasy VI.
Okay.
And the commander on that one says whenever you attack, you can spend 2 mana colorless to bring something with power 3 or less back from the graveyard. Notice this guy's power.
Uh-huh.
So if he's in your graveyard, because he gets sacrificed after he gets to that 5 there, right? So he hits the 5, you sacrifice the creature, it goes to your graveyard. Terra just lets you bring him back out and start back over again. So
this is good in an aggro deck when you get aggressive with your spawns in the beginning, and then at the end you just
white is such a big token making color anyway. If you're throwing this into something you've made, you've probably got tokens like crazy. You're probably buffing them up. They're like, if you're building specifically knights and all that kind of stuff, like, well, I guess anything, you put a +2/+2 until end of turn and indestructible on all the other creatures you control.
Yeah. Was there was a worm? I can't remember if it was green or if it was white. I still remember it being like white or something like that in mana cost. But there was a worm that did that back in the day. That was like, it would every turn it would summon like a 1/1 worm, but for every worm you had on the field, it got a +1/+1 counter.
Oh, fair.
So like by turn 6,
traumatized by. I was gonna say I'm a little too traumatized by the black massacre worm because it used to completely destroy me every time I played. But that one said when it comes out on the battlefield, everything gets -2/-2. So I used to run zombie tokens back in the day that were 2/2s, and it would just wipe my field, and I was like, oh.
I still have PTSD from dredge decks.
Oh.
Where they would they wouldn't win by anything but making you run out of. They would just make you run out of deck cards to draw, and you would just die.
Mill is what I
use. Mill, that's what it was. Yeah. Dredge is when you do it to yourself. Mill is when you do it to somebody else. I got it. Got that confused.
I think I just call it all mill now, but yeah, I know what you're going for.
All mill, no fill.
Yeah. All mill, no fill. So I have a couple of decks that are built around milling. One's a standard deck, one's a commander deck, and yeah, it can get nasty. If people don't deal with you in time, you get a bunch of angry looks. That's all I'm gonna say. People don't like to be milled.
That's how I felt about. I mean, it wasn't a mill deck, but like it still had the same premise because like you were drawing through your deck to try to like get something out in the field. There was a black and blue back in Return to Ravnica decks. There was a black and blue colored deck that was all counter. Like it would counter all of the things you would put out there in very cheap form. Like everything was like 2 or 1 cost for counter. And
that's okay.
The black
like a full-on control deck.
Yeah, the swamp portion of it was basically only there to say you take damage for as many cards that are in your graveyard.
Oh, so, I hate that.
Play a card, get it countered, go to the graveyard. Play a card, get it countered, go to the graveyard. Play a card, get it countered, go to the graveyard. Oh, take 2 damage for every card in the graveyard. Oh, there's 6 damage. Okay, do it again.
Yeah, so they've got cards. There's I think it's a black enchantment.
In the Final Fantasy stuff?
Not in the Final Fantasy set, but there's a black enchantment that came out in like the set right before. Maybe it was before that. I don't remember. But it's called like the Sibsig Ceremony or something like that. That says whenever you cast a creature card from your hand, you immediately sacrifice it and create a 2/2 zombie token.
Oh god.
So like you can pull stuff from your graveyard and use it that way, but like everything you cast would go to your graveyard, and then if you had stuff that was dealing damage from your graveyard, yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
I love the flavor text for the Choco Mog. Work Kupo.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. This whole set has been super flavorful. I love all of it. Like if you kind of scroll down through some of that stuff, you end up with stuff from I think there's representation from every single game.
King of Fishing.
Yes.
For Noctis.
King of Fishing.
I love that. Spend so much time fishing that game.
Yeah. And that one too, like you can click that little thing there if you want to see it, because they have some transforming cards.
Oh, nice.
Like when you have other effects, or when something happens, they get other effects and blah blah blah. Yeah, I think they have representation from every single Final Fantasy game, or at least let me rephrase that: every single mainline Final Fantasy game. Um, it's really cool just kind of looking through some of this stuff.
Yeah, I love the artwork, dude. It's fucking snow. Love this.
Yeah, it may not be like the best card ever, but just having a like, oh, Snow's a good character. I know. Why not put him in something?
There's a friend.
Um,
There's a friend of mine that sent me a picture, maybe like a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago,
yeah,
whenever this set like fully launched and was released. I think it was recent, right?
it's within the last month or so. Yeah.
Yeah. She sent me a picture of like a whole stack, like boxes and boosters and packs and stuff of like the entire thing that they were going to go pull all the cards from.
Oh, yep.
And I'm like,
So,
I wish.
yeah. So this is probably the most expensive set I know of that they've released.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I still bought 2 boxes myself. I keep buying single booster packs. I keep like this is just one of those I keep going back to.
Yeah, I mean that's the point, right? And that's the reason why I got out of Magic is when I did, is
Yeah,
because like it was just getting too expensive. Like every time like I was playing standard, that was
it's
the
one of
biggest
those.
problem.
Yeah, that's actually the kind of nice part about Commander
It doesn't
is you
change
only need.
often.
Yeah, so it doesn't change ever really because there's only like a ban list of cards that you can't use.
Mhm.
Everything else, like, you can use anything from any time period of Magic ever,
Right.
and you only need one, and you can only have one of each card. So like, I want to pull. Let's say I got Cloud, and he's $100 card. He's not, unless you're buying super expensive. But like Cloud, I only have to buy one Cloud to have in the whole deck. You know what I mean? Are you looking at Cloud's price?
Yeah, I can't remember this
Yeah,
site
go to
is.
TCG. Go to TCG Player there.
That's what it is. I was so close.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. There are expensive versions of some of these cards, so let me flesh that out there. But yeah, if you look up, let me see here. Um, where are the multicolor stuff on this list? I'm trying to figure out what his name is.
Wow,
Um,
there's a lot of cards with the name. There it is.
oh,
The name Cloud in there. I didn't know.
so yeah, that version of Cloud is 43. That's
43.
not even the most expensive version of Cloud though. Look up, I don't know if it'll show up. Try typing Surge Foil after that. So
Cloud
like
Surge Foil. There we
Surge
go.
Foil, yeah.
Borderless.
Yep. Click that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the cheaper ones still. They have a
Wow.
whole of the like all the main characters of the games have, or not all, but a lot of the main characters have a card like that one, and they're Surge Foil, and they've been getting, some of them were getting up to towards $1,000. They're
That's
probably
crazy.
starting to settle down a bit now, but it was crazy.
I mean back when I was playing, I think the expensive cards were the full art lands.
Yeah, so
Those were the pricey ones.
those are a lot more common now, so they're not near as pricey as they used to be. But yeah,
Yeah.
it used to be back in the day, from what I understood, the full art lands were only in like they call them unsets.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like joke sets that got released, and they'd have like full art lands. They've gotten to the point where they put those in like the basic sets now too. So
Okay. That makes sense. I'm sure the older ones are probably still worth a little bit more money, but probably not as much as they once were, being
yeah,
as
no,
rare.
and yeah, the thing is like some of the, I think some of the ones you're thinking of are probably still pretty up there because they're still rare.
They were the
But like,
old full art lands. I can't remember
yeah,
the deck they were core they were from.
um,
I'm sure if I
but
looked
yeah,
it
some
up.
of them are, I'm sure. Yeah, so they've got some really cool looking ones now. But
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking
yeah,
for. I'm so out
you
of here's that Infinity thing you were
out
talking
of it.
about.
Yeah,
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 it's been years, dude. Like I think it was, God, this is before I built my house, before I even started building my house. I had
yeah.
gotten out of it. Like I had a box of like 2,000 cards. I just like after like sorting through them all and like getting rid of selling the stuff that was actually worth something, I just gave the rest away. I just like
That's fair.
went to the
Honestly,
card shop, dropped it on the table, and be like, "Here, you can have this." And the guy was like,
yeah,
"You sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done, dude. This is too expensive for me."
I get it. It's one of those things too. If you gotta, I don't have this. I have no self control. But if you have the
What do you
self
mean?
control, you can just like buy some of the pre-con decks, play with some of those. occasionally buy a single card, because like buying singles of cards is not near as expensive as like buying pack after pack after pack trying to find the cards you want.
Yeah, you get so many duplicates doing the pack route.
Yeah, and I can go on like TCG Player there or whatever and buy some of the cards I want for like 30 cents. You know what I mean? Where a pack is like $8.
Right. And you're probably not going to get the card you want unless it's a land for some dumb reason.
Yep, exactly. So like it's one of those things where if you can manage to just like stick to buying singles and stuff like that, Magic isn't as expensive as it could be.
No.
If you're like me and you keep buying booster boxes because you hate yourself, it gets pricey.
Because you got no self-control.
Yup. We don't talk about that though. But there's actually one of the cards I managed to pull off of this set is kind of notorious at this point.
While you're thinking about what that one is, this such devastation. This was not my intention.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
It's not even never mind. It'll work out.
Actually, if you look at the bottom of the cards, they all actually tell you what set they're from, or what game it's from. If you look by the R, it'll say Final Fantasy 14 there, or FFXIV. No, there's one that's kind of got some infamy in the like Magic world as being a little bit busted.
Black Lotus.
No, well, yes, but
yes, but no.
There's his name's Vivi from Final Fantasy 9.
Okay.
He's towards the bottom if you want to scroll down and try and find him. Right there.
I love when Firefox can like search within a page on pictures.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't actually know it could do that. I love that.
So good.
So Vivi here is a little bit busted, but I love him. So if you look at him, he has an ability you can activate for 0 mana that says you get any combination of blue or red mana where the amount you get is equal to his power. That part on its own is fine.
I see the second.
But whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put a +1/+1 on him. So he's a little bit busted because not only can you cast, because you can only activate that like once per turn. You can only do that one time. But like if I cast him and then I cast a shock to do 2 damage to you, he gets a +1. And then I cast let's say think twice and I get to draw a card, he gets another +1. And then I get done, like I've spent all the mana, I got a bunch of cards, I gave him like let's say a +4 for this turn. And then I activate it. I have another 4 mana to play with.
Yep.
I just effectively like doubled what I could do.
Every card you play that's cheap is free.
And then he gets the +1s off of the ones I'm playing for his abilities too. Yeah. You can't activate that part again until next turn. But even so, I'm now looking at like turn 4. I've got like a 5/8 on the field.
You said turn 4, and the card that I was thinking of earlier for that deck finally hit me in the head. It was a Loxodon Smiter.
Oh, the Loxodon stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Don't ask. You said turn 4, and I'm like Loxodon Smiter. Why is that click now?
I love that for you, honestly.
Finally, my head's out of the game. Keep going.
No, you're good. But it's one of those things where it's like he can snowball so fast, and especially with Commander, you can have any legendary creature as your commander. So like Vivi here can be in your command zone, and you can pull him out and start casting spells like crazy and get him bigger and bigger. And if someone kills him, you can bring him back later. He doesn't have those +1s anymore. He's not as big, but you can rebuild him up.
Right. Like it gets easier later in the game because you got more mana. Like
whatever
you pull, you're going to be able to play. So.
Mm-hmm. And there's stuff like if you scroll down actually to the next line, they actually have like some of the new equipments and stuff you could throw on him that would also affect his power too, like A-tier and Prywin there.
Excellent Paladin weapon. I was so happy when they released this. It was everything I wanted for Paladin.
So your creatures have base power and toughness XX, where X is your life total. Your starting life total in Commander is 40.
Right.
If you were to get that out early and just smack it onto VV, you got all sorts of mana to play with there.
Yeah.
Or even the Buster Sword beside it there. +3/+2. That's still an extra 3 power. And Buster Sword, whenever you hit somebody, you get to draw cards and play a card for free.
Dude, I can't imagine like getting that Ader and Prowin out on turn 6 or 5 onto
It,
Vivi and having a 40 mana pool to pull whatever card in any beast that's in your hand.
yep. So the thing I found with VB is you have to have a lot of cards to draw more cards because
Yeah.
it's very easy to just run out of cards in your hand. But yeah,
Instant
there's some
ramen.
cards in here that people have essentially said, "Oh yeah, I love the instant ramen."
I was like, where is
um,
that from? It's like, oh, 15. That makes sense because the behemoth
yep,
beef meat.
yep. Um, oh, actually, shoot, there's a one that made me laugh. Where is it? Is he up here?
What's it called?
Oh yeah, Ignis is in here from 15.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his ability. The second paragraph of his ability.
Come up with a
Uh,
new recipe.
that one made me laugh so hard.
That's so good. The creature card exiled this way. Create a food token. What are these food tokens? Because Noctis had it too.
So food tokens are you tap 2 mana of any color and then sacrifice the food token to just give yourself 3 life.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Um.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
Kafka, get the fuck out of
Kafka.
here.
Kafka, dude, I want to make a deck about him so
Oh my
bad. I
god.
haven't gotten to it yet, but the more you read, the worse it gets.
The Kefka, like the Final Fantasy 14 raid, the Savage raid that
No,
we did, Kefka, like I've never practiced so hard in a fight in my life for Final Fantasy 14. Like
yep, he was a little
day, every day I would practice the Savage version of that fight because I just loved it so much. It was such a good fight. Like they did such a great job with it.
So the fun part about the Kefka here too is he's a transforming card too.
Mm-hmm.
So um,
Ooh, I
you
like that.
get the full like angel version, and then like whenever he's flying now, he's 5/7, and whenever an opponent loses life on your turn, draw that many cards.
This gives me Attack on Titan
It's
vibes. I don't know why.
Oh, I can see that, like Armored Titan kind of thing.
Yeah, I looked at his face. I'm
that.
like, oh yeah, that's a Titan. I could kind of get into
I can see that. I can
piss my
see that.
pants here for a second.
But no, as I guess the last thing I'll probably say about this set is there is if you're a Final Fantasy fan and you've ever like been curious about Magic, this is not a bad set to just give it a shot. Go buy like a pre-made deck if you got friends to play with. Go to your local card shop. I'm sure you can find people that'll play with you. There's so many really kind of just cool things in here that are just
Yeah,
if you've ever wanted to try it, why not try it with cards you kind of understand?
yeah. I mean, I think the biggest problem for me is like there's a lot of cards in here that I would just want in general. Like I wouldn't
Oh,
want to
you know
get
what?
them to play them. I would just want to get them to have them because I like Noctis. Like I like this art style. Like I love
Sure.
what they did with this. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy 15. Like despite like everyone else
Mm-hmm.
kind of like not really having much of an interest
So
in
I
it,
like
but like I love
like
it.
15. I thought it kind of had a rocky start.
It did. It did. I love where it's at now. Like I want to go back and play it
Yeah,
because I want to play it in order. Like as soon as the DLC starts
true.
for that, go play DLC and
Pop
come
out.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I think it's
with
very
actually.
well done now with some still missing story elements that I think could have been better. But hopefully, maybe somebody breaks the game apart and then we get some really cool story content mods from the community. I don't know how well that'll blow off, but I don't. I'm not a modder myself. But
Actually, I should say one more thing if you want to just real quick.
yeah.
Scroll down a little ways. There's borderless cards. Like go down a ways.
Okay,
Well,
these
oh,
guys. The Surge
those
foils.
are like the surge foils and stuff. Those are the ones that are like super expensive, but they have like borderless cards. They have all sorts of like fancy arts for a bunch of stuff. It's just a lot of really cool stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just looking to see. Yeah, here he is. I knew he was here.
Come on. Yeah. Actually, I
Hold
think
on.
he's yeah. Whenever he attacks, you can just attack put an equipment
Attach.
onto one of your creatures
Oh,
for
nice.
free. And when you have stuff like locks it on Warhammer, I don't know if you know that one off the top of your head,
Nope, just a
but
smiter.
it, um, so the locks it on Warhammer is like it only costs 1 to play it, but it costs 10 to equip it to something because it
Okay,
gives something a 10/10 or +10/+10.
right.
So
This is free.
if I yeah, I was gonna say if I drop the locks it on Warhammer and then play Route Bond turn 2, I can attach that hammer to somebody.
That's insane. Prompto. That's cool. I like that. Stealthy shot.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
clever.
they've got so many really cool cards. Tifa there. Um, every time a land comes out, you double her power.
Ooh, another
And green
landfall.
has a lot of ways of just playing multiple lands per turn.
What do you mean?
Um,
That's been their shtick for a very long time.
you're right. And she also has trample. So I've
She
thrown
can
a
trample
like
me.
500. I've thrown a 500 power Tifa at people before, and I know she would die, but like they're gonna die on the same turn. So whatever.
Golbez, that's a nice one to have in there. I wasn't expecting that.
Mhm. Yeah, they got a lot of the villains. I think all the protagonists have something, maybe not a card to themselves, but like
That's a.
there's a lot of really cool stuff.
I'm not a fan of this Noctis one though.
That's fair.
I don't really think this really like plays into who he is. It's kind of like more of an anime protagonist kind
Just
of.
like an anime art style kind of thing. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, they all kind of have like a different style of face than they do in their
Yeah,
actual counterparts. Like, especially Yuna's more, I don't want to say cheapy, but more like,
anime style or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like shaded flat texture.
Oh, I also forgot about this one. Um, there are actually 16 different versions of the Sid card in here. They're all the same card, but there's
do,
16 different art versions of Sid.
do they all have teeth?
They all look like you might have to go to a different one. Yeah, so yeah, all these Sids from
Also,
all the
art Sids.
games
14.
have their own version.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Where's
Yeah,
the
so
where's the 11 one? Did they have one Final Fantasy 11?
I don't remember. 12. Yep, they
There
have
it is.
11.
There
They have
he is.
11. Yep,
Perfect. The guy with the teeth. That's as I like to call him. They don't have his teeth in there though. When we play Final Fantasy 11, you Mantis and I on Sunday. Remind me to point that out.
fair enough.
He's the only character in the game that has teeth, and his teeth are always present in almost every cutscene.
I
It's
love that.
phenomenal.
That is hilarious. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about the Final Fantasy set.
Awesome.
But
I like looking through these.
yeah,
These
I
are
think you're
phenomenal.
gonna really like looking at the next one I got though,
Oh yeah.
because yeah. So if you go in there, let's do
Super
the
drop.
last one. This is the super drop first. Yeah, let's do the
Okay.
super drop first. We'll end with the next that other one. Um, because they decided. So this is part of what they occasionally do secret layers, which is just it's not a full set, but it's a bunch of cards that get dropped for specific things. So they're doing a Sonic secret layer drop. I think this is set to come out
Oh.
like tomorrow, maybe.
Oh no.
Like it's super soon, but they have special Sonic cards
Why did you do this to me?
because I thought it'd be great, and it was so perfect for the first podcast here.
Oh, I need these. You don't understand. I can't afford to buy them, but I need them.
No, I understand, but like this is what a lot of people say they're like more okay with when it comes to like bringing outside IPs in the game because it's just like a small little set of cards. But there's also
Yeah.
people that really hate the secret layers because once they're gone, they're just kind of gone. So,
Yeah. I don't like that they
but some of
gave
these,
Shadow and Sonic pretty much the same goddamn pose.
I was actually gonna say I kind of like that because I think it plays off their dichotomy. So,
I
but
like it. Like I don't mind. Like I think I love the art style. I love the way they look. But like I feel like they kind of like could have done a little different pose for Sonic because
that's
like
fair.
Shadow
I was
runs
actually
like
gonna say,
that. Like that's how Shadow runs or
yeah.
skates. But like Sonic can have so many other poses. They could have picked
I was actually
any
gonna say
other.
the only card here I'm not a huge fan of is I'm not as big a fan of the Tails art style there because it
This
kind of
one,
just feels it almost feels like it got ripped out of something else. It looks fine, but
I
like the others are very like 2D art kind of a thing, and this one's the only one that looks kind of 3D.
I think this is the Sonic Adventure Tails ending um, light thing. Maybe it's not that similar.
I have no idea.
Maybe I gotta do a video. Let me see.
Don't mind us just trolling through other people's videos. Shout out to Sonic JB, JGB.
When does he?
I got nothing. This is your expertise here.
Here we go. There we go. So he jumps off here, and like he does that whole thing where he swoops back in. See?
Oh, fair.
Kind of. It's not identical, but it's like it's kind of that same vibe. Like he finally did something on his own without Sonic being there to help him, and now he's very happy about it.
Yeah, so like they've got some of these are ridiculous too, because like if you look at the Knuckles card here, he has double strike, trample, and haste.
Of course.
And then whenever you deal combat damage to a player, you get to create a treasure token. And then if you ever have 30 artifacts, you just win the game.
Is a treasure token a artifact?
It is.
Ooh.
A treasure token is actually something you can also tap it and sacrifice it to get 1 mana of any color.
Oh,
so
wow.
On its own, that's really fucking nice.
Even if you don't get to 30, like it's still a mana generating machine.
Yep. Let me see here. Shadow down there. He has chaos control, which says each spell you cast has split second, which I don't know if you know what split second is, but like there's typically you have two kinds of spells, right? There's sorceries and there's instants. You can use instants to like respond to anything in the game, essentially.
Yeah.
Split second says if there's a card with split second that's been played, you can't play any other spells after it. You can only the only things that can react to it are like abilities that get triggered or abilities that like give you mana.
Wow, that's otherwise huge.
Done. Yeah. And then even Sonic there, he gets a +1/+1. Do what?
I said eat shit control decks.
Right. And then Sonic there, +1/+1 for each creature you control with flash or haste. Sonic has haste. There's +1.
Shadow has haste.
Shadow has haste.
Tails has flash.
Eggman has flying. Knuckles has haste. Amy has haste. Yeah, Tails has flash. That right there, if you had all 5 of them out, that's a +5 on Sonic already.
Yep, right out the gate. And you get a treasure token whenever you tap or whenever they're dealt damage.
Yep.
So this plus Knuckles, you're already at 2.
Yeah. Well, wow. Like you were saying earlier, think of all that, like you have stuff that can like generate thopters and stuff. Those are all artifacts.
Yeah.
So
and they're free.
You get 30 artifacts, you win. There's a bunch of like if you scroll down a bit too, they usually do a bunch of reprints of other cards with like Sonic treatment to them.
Ooh.
That I think are kind of cool.
Pika Hammer, love that.
Yeah. So like these ones aren't like original cards, but you know they get a little bit of Sonic treatment to them.
Yeah, like they got the mirror battle sphere. I remember that from the artifact days. That they just rebranded it. That's cool. I like that though. I like the attention to detail.
I think there's one more set down below you there too.
Tornado. That's cool.
Yeah, there's one last set there. Like the unexpected windfall there for Knuckles as an additional cast, discard a spell card or discard a card, but then you get 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty good.
Consistent too. I like that.
Yeah.
Here's the. Is this a treasure token?
Yes, that's a treasure token. Okay. It's a Sonic themed one, but yeah. And actually, there's been rumors. I think it was. And it might be confirmed now, but there's no. It's the same thread, I swear. But they always have like a specific card that you can get in when you buy these that is like random, right? Like it's a random chance of getting one of these cards. They apparently have 7 different cards in there.
Are they all emeralds?
And they're all the emeralds.
No.
They're all the same. They all have the same effect.
Doesn't matter. They're different.
Yeah, they have the 7 different colored emeralds in there.
Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. Fuck.
So
I love these so much.
Yeah, I know. That's why I saw these and I was like, man, these they feel so good. Like they look good. They're kind of fun to play with.
Even Eggman's got his cool. his Beedrills behind him.
Yep.
And you get one of
Well, let me see.
the
At the beginning
Crabots.
of the end step, draw a card. Then each opponent faces a villainous choice. That player discards a card, or you may put a construct, robot, or vehicle from your hand. Yeah. So like Eggman there is gonna potentially give you a bunch of free artifacts out on the field too. So
Yeah. Crazy.
yeah. Some of this people complain about power creep all the time on some of these cards. Like some of the new cards are just so much more ridiculous than the old cards, and they're not wrong.
I
But
mean,
like
like, just
they're
ban them if you
fun.
don't want them. Yeah, like if you don't want to play with them, then just don't play with them. Like that's it.
Yeah, unless you're going into like actual tournament settings and stuff like that, you and your group of friends just playing can have
Yeah.
whatever the heck rules you want to have.
But like even so, like eh, again, I'm going back on like years of knowledge, not anything new or latest and greatest. But when I was playing standard regularly and going to tournaments, like actual like big rented out halls with like hundreds of people playing.
Oh, see, I
Um,
never got that into it, but I kind of think that sounds fun. So
well, I wasn't that big into it at the time, but I had buddies
sure.
that were, and we hung out often enough that when they went to go do stuff, I usually went too. And there was no reason for me to say no because we're all going to hang out anyway.
Yeah, why not?
So like I would play. I did okay. I wasn't the best, but like I was at least like above the 50% good mark. So
that's probably about where I'd put myself.
yeah,
I tend to make dumb decisions or forget things and go, "Oh,
right.
right, I should have done that."
Yeah, most of luck of the draw for all the mistakes, but
Sure.
but like standard did a pretty good job at like identifying things that shouldn't be part of the circuit.
Yeah.
Like
So
they knew.
I gotta give them some credit with they still do a pretty good job policing some of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of it's a bit late, but like they just banned there's a card called Corey Steel Cutter from the last set that essentially says whenever you CORI if you want to look it up.
Yep.
Yeah, so this just got banned in standard. But equipped creature has +1/+1 trample and haste, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you can create a 1/1 monk and with prowess and equip it to it. Prowess means that whenever you cast a non-creature spell, they get a +1/+1 until end of turn.
Ooh.
So every time you cast 2 spells, you get another monk with prowess that gets equipped to them to make them a little stronger already, and you can just start getting ridiculous fields out pretty easily.
And it's
Because it's only
2.
it's a 2 cost, and a lot of like we're talking standard here, so I can have like 4 lightning bolts in my hand that only cost 1 red mana
Lightning
apiece,
bolt.
right?
Lightning
Yeah,
bolt.
it's super easy to get cards out like that. So
Dude,
yeah, this is one of them that just got banned from standard.
trample and haste.
Yep.
Like anything you put
Yeah.
out immediately can start attacking.
Yep.
No
Well, because
sickness.
you have to equip this to get those effects. But like I
Yeah.
said, whenever you cast your second spell, it auto equips to the monk it creates.
Yeah,
So the
that's
monk you had
insane.
before doesn't need haste anymore, but the
No.
one you just got now has it.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, and
Late.
stuff like this, like do what?
Late to the game, like you said, but like
Oh, yeah. Stuff like this one is. I'm not gonna say near. It's not near as broken in my mind in Commander because you can only have one. You know, you have to find it,
yeah.
kind of a thing. But like when it comes
True.
to Standard, you're playing with a 60 card deck. You can have 4 of them in there. You can just go crazy with some of this stuff.
I mean, even so, even in commander decks, like most of the time, if you're building a deck around a specific mechanic, like let's say the steel color being that mechanic, like you're gonna have cards in that deck that let you try to find it well. Like look at
Well,
the top 10
even
cards
if
of your
you're
deck and
not
pick one or something like that.
And
Like
even if you're not playing it with that, like you've probably built your entire deck around the prowess kind of an idea.
mm-hmm.
So you've got other creatures with prowess. You're playing cheap spells still. You're probably not running mono red. You're probably running like blue red or something like that. So you've got all sorts of
Right.
draw cards in there from other stuff. Like you're just cycling through your deck trying to find the cards you need, playing them out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's
Insane.
not as broken, but it's still insane. Yeah.
I didn't know this card
So
existed. Just shows how
yeah,
much like I've played
this
Magic
one
for
was
years, but I still only know like 5% of the card base.
So this one just came out probably because oh my gosh, one complaint some people are having is they're putting out sets like crazy. Like I think this was part of the set that came out in February.
Well, I mean, I could see that because they have the Final Fantasy stuff and they're already coming
Yeah.
out with the Sonic stuff. Like,
So this one isn't even a full. This one isn't a full set. So like this is just kind of something they drop. But the next thing we were going to talk about here is a full set. They're already coming out with another full set.
the Edge of Eternities.
Edge of Eternities.
I did see that in the
So
list, and I'm like, oh no.
yeah. So this is their I think first fully sci-fi set.
Okay.
And it's
They
releasing
entered into the
August.
future.
Yeah. So they've just started like I don't have a lot of stuff for this set, but
That's
like
cool.
that's one of the like rare cards you can find, and that thing looks so cool.
I love that. I love that little like shimmer effect. I love that foil.
Yeah, the foil effect
design.
is great.
I could just do this all day, by the way.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. Yeah, they're like they just started showing off some of these cards and like talking about some of the stuff. It already looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so if you scroll down just a little bit there, there's that card, the Seirema there.
Uh-huh.
A Seriema, whatever. This is the first time they're changing the rules for Commander a little bit. They're letting you use legendary artifacts as your commander now. So like this is something you could have in your command zone to play whenever you want to, and it has this cool new effect called Station. You can tap a creature, and you can put its power onto. You can put a number of counters onto this spacecraft equal to its power, and when you have 7+, like it says on the card there, all of a sudden this is a 5/5 legendary creature with other tapped legendaries you control have indestructible.
Now is that now that indestructible status is only there until they become untapped, and then when they're untapped, it falls off.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So I guess you would need some sort of combo system that would allow you to untap it at some point and block, right? Because then when it's blocked, it becomes indestructible.
Yes, but also look at it this way: whenever you go to attack, you have to tap to attack, so you're never worried about your creatures dying while they're attacking.
Right.
But also, there are a bunch of cards with white and blue, usually specifically, that actually will let you untap stuff. So
yeah, I like that.
And like white has some cards that like I call it blink. I don't remember what it's actually like called, but it's an effect that essentially you exile your card and then bring it back in at the end of your turn, which would automatically put it back in untapped. So you can do some shenanigans like that.
I don't remember what the term is called either. I thought I like it seems so familiar in my head that like it should have taken me 2 seconds to figure out, but it's not there.
I don't know.
What it's called.
The problem is I don't know if it has like an actual name. I think it just kind of gets referred to by whatever card people know it that does it.
Blink so sounds right, unless it's.
I think of it as blink, but
let's see. MTG. Let's see. Flicker. Flicker's the word. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was something that I was gonna never remember.
Yeah, I have I'll have to talk about this one at some point, but I have a commander deck that's kind of built around flickering my commander in and out, and it's kind of nasty.
Bring it to the next podcast.
That's fair. We can do that. I'll start bringing some of my random decks, and we'll start talking about the stuff I built.
Yeah,
they're not. My decks are not by any means the best around.
Whatever.
But I have so much fun playing them.
They're cool to show off, and that's all I really care about. Yeah, we'll work on it. That we'll have a way that you can share your screen too at the same time.
That's fair.
Just flip between it. We'll work on that.
Yeah, I could probably come up with something pretty quick and easy on my end too. But yeah, so this is the new set. They've started showing off a bunch of the cards for this kind of stuff now. I actually just part of the reason we started this recording a little late. I may have been over pre-ordering a box of this in one of the commanders.
Nice.
So I have packs and I have a commander that I will actually get because. Yeah.
Well, I know that. That's an older card that they brought back.
Yep, that's one of them. They probably just reprinted. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say. So I'm gonna have because the way they work their releases. So technically, this set doesn't release until August 1st. But if you pre-order, I think I'm getting mine on July 24th.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah. So actually, do they have Seymour cards? Oh yeah, they've got a bunch of the cards out here now. I haven't had the chance to look through a lot of this, I'll be honest. But like some of the art on some of these I'm seeing is
I like
already
that.
super cool.
I like this already.
Yeah.
Why does this look
Oh my
so out of
gosh.
place? You see this face looks so out of place in his body.
Yeah, I think it's the.
The
I
neck.
honestly think it's like the spacesuit looking thing they got going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can definitely see it.
This
But
looks
some of
like
these.
the Final Fantasy 14, the
Oh, you
the
talking the?
ancients.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'll be honest. I was not as prepared for this segment as I could have been, but
It's all good. We can look at it new together.
some of this stuff it looks super cool. I'm really curious on the um, station mechanic for the spacecraft and stuff like that. I don't know if you know what proliferating is off the top of your head, but one of the commanders they have that in the like pre-made decks says when it's tapped you can proliferate. And that's just essentially anything that has counters on it, you can add one more counter.
Oh,
Anything on the entire board, you can just add one more counter.
I know that
So
mechanic. I don't think it had a name when I was playing.
that's fair. So I'm just thinking, okay, so I can tap it to crew the space station, and then when it's tapped, I can proliferate, which means I can put more counters on all my space stations.
Yeah, that definitely didn't have a name for the mechanic. I think they had a bunch of mechanics
Yeah,
like that when I was playing. It was like this mechanic showed up so many times, but like it never had a name. It was just like
yeah. I think that was
printed the same
some of
text.
them. Some of the early cards, I think they were just like, oh yeah, it just has this effect, and they're like, oh, we should maybe just put a name, and we could just put that on the card instead.
Here we go. Here's one proliferate.
Yeah. So whenever opponent commits a crime, oh, committing a crime, that's a new one too.
I don't know what that
So,
is.
so committing a crime is something they put in for a set probably 2 years ago, something like that. But essentially, it says if I target any of your creatures with a spell, or if I target you with a spell or something like that, that's committing a crime.
Okay.
Like basic attacking and stuff is fine, but if I'm targeting you with something, I'm committing a crime. So whenever I would do something like that, or sorry, whenever my opponent would do something like that to me, I could proliferate and
It's
just put a
like
bunch more counters on things.
it's like killing a chicken in Whiterun and hoping the guards don't see it. Or the
Yeah,
inverse.
exactly.
Killing a guard and hoping
Exactly.
that one chicken don't see it.
But yeah, they've got there's been some cool stuff they're showing off, and I just really like I'm not usually a huge artifact guy, but I really like the space vibes they've been showing off on some of
Yeah.
this stuff.
I mean, if you're gonna have an artifact based deck or a core come out, this
Mm-hmm.
is probably the time to do it. Like, where you're gonna have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
machinery and not to like feed the fuel for the fire, but the AI takeover kind of deal.
Sure.
This is the time to do that.
Um,
So
so this is another one. I keep going back to little controversies in the community too, because this
there it
is something like,
is. I hate this card so
oh
much.
no,
The
I forgot about
one
that one.
the one mana counter. Ah,
Yeah,
fuck that card.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Trigger.
I was just gonna say, this is when it goes back to a little bit of like some of the controversies in the community, because some people are like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool, and some people are like, are you just doing this so you can make a Star Wars set and make more money off of us? Because I'm not a fan of that.
Here we go.
Because there
Kicker.
was also there was a leak, I guess, a couple years back where they were showing off a potential like Spock card from Star Trek, and
Okay.
now people are like, okay, well, I mean, it could have been an early beta kind of
Like
card
the
that they aren't planning on releasing yet, so
like
it
the
could actually
live
happen.
long, live long and prosper kind of deal.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, there's some people that are like kind of excited for some stuff like that, and I'll be honest, I don't like seeing all of it all the time, but uh, like Final Fantasy is one of those that like if it brings people into the hobby and they like playing it,
Yeah.
then they're gonna buy the other stuff, and there's just more people to play with. I got
Yeah.
a
I mean,
one of my buddies just got into it because he heard there were Lord of the Rings cards,
yes.
so he wanted to buy some of those.
I mean, that's a good thing to have though. Like I
I think
I
so.
I wouldn't want it to be like commonplace. Like I wouldn't want them to bring out like all these Final Fantasy cards and then like next year do it again with different cards. Like I wouldn't want them to like continue that trend, but to have like
Mm-hmm.
one set of cards that are like true to the theme that interests you.
And I think that's part of the problem too, is people feel like they're doing that too much now.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah, I see
like,
that.
so we just had the Final Fantasy set.
Mm-hmm.
We have this set coming out in August, and then I think in September we have an Avatar: The Last Airbender set coming out.
Interesting concept.
Yeah, and it looks kind of cool, but like I can definitely see where people that have been playing for a long time are like, I just want more stuff that's in universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I get that. You want the theme to be consistent and
Yeah,
not
it's like a lot
not
of people are like, oh,
stretching.
it's yeah. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's kind of like Fortnite at this point. They just bring in whatever they want to,
Yeah, when's the
and like
Master
I
Chief
get
coming
that.
in?
Yeah, right.
When's the Halo crossover coming to play?
Oh, that was another one too. This is so.
Halo?
This is my no, not Halo. Unfortunately,
Wait a minute.
this this is kind of like my spectrum on it. Like I think some things are great to put in, and some are kind of bad because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's Avatar coming out in September. Um,
You
I'll
lied to
get to that
me.
in a
This is the
second
third time
because
this
one of
podcast
them
you lied to
is
me.
right. I'm not doing it on purpose. Because it's like you have Final Fantasy and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that on one end of the spectrum that are like they kind of fit. They feel like magic like, right? Kind of that kind of
Right.
thing. And then you have September, the set that's coming out is not Avatar because I'm pretty sure it's not Avatar and it's the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh.
So like it's a full set of Amazing Spider-Man cards.
Yeah, I see the
I think
conundrum
like
here.
it's not that I think they're going to be bad cards. It's just like it doesn't really fit, does it?
I don't think
Like I
so.
can I can get with like Sonic and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't want a full set of Sonic, but I
No,
can deal with
no.
like the little releases like that. When you got a full set of Spider-Man, it's like, I don't
I
even know. And it's funny too because they have a Magic Arena is
yes.
like their
The
online game, right? It's
the
like the
freebie thing, right?
yeah, it's the computer
Yeah.
version that you can just get on. You can earn packs and stuff like that. They can't put the Spider-Man cards on Magic Arena
Because of the trademarking and
because of
licensing.
trademarking and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they have to make in-universe versions of the cards to put on Arena.
So why not just do that anyway in the first place and save yourself the time and effort, right?
And
Because
again, I kind of get it because like it's like Final Fantasy. Some people really like Spider-Man. Maybe they pick it up because they like Spider-Man and they get into playing and they find out they like it, that kind of a thing. But like, I
now
don't think we need everything to be a Magic card.
now you may not have the answer to this, but like humor me for a second.
Okay.
Is Magic the Gathering like losing sales year over year? Or are they like panicking
I'm
and doing these things because they need money
no,
to come in?
I think part of the problem, and I don't know if you've heard about some of the D&D stuff too, but Magic is owned by Wizards of the Coast,
Right.
who is owned by Hasbro.
Hasbro. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's just Hasbro and or Wizards just saying, "Hey, Magic is a cash cow. We want to milk it for all we can get."
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're in the business, like, you want to make money. And if this is the way of
Yeah.
making money, then it's the same thing that we're going on with Nintendo right now. Like, they're jacking up the prices and
Yep.
people are pissed off, but like, everybody's jacking up the prices. So, like, it's,
And that's the with Nintendo, you get this argument of, oh, well, if they're going to jack the prices up, then everybody else is going to feel like they can, kind of a thing.
and
I
they
think
are.
Magic, yeah, I think Magic is kind of at the point where it's like there's a lot of trading card games out there. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but Magic has always been kind of like one of the staples.
Yeah.
Like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon are the ones that have been around since the '90s, right?
Hmm.
So it's one of those that they probably feel like they can get away with a lot of stuff, and to an extent they can. But
True. Unfortunately, that's true.
yes, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love having some of this stuff, but like I said, I don't know if Spider-Man is the greatest thing for a full
No.
set.
No, I don't think so.
Because they've done Marvel cards before, but they did it like they did the Sonic one there.
Yeah.
They had a small release of like they had like Wolverine and Storm and those kind of cards on like come out with the secret layers. It just wasn't a
So my thought with that is, and I agree 100%. Let me just say that out front. um,
Sure.
is when you get to the bigger sets of like a specific franchise. Like let's say you're doing Final Fantasy. Like Final Fantasy being a big game where a lot of characters are like well known. Like if you pick any Final
Mhm.
Fantasy game, you chances are you know almost every character in that game, and they have some prominent role that makes you like remember them.
Yeah.
Um, Sonic, kind of the same way. Most of their characters are memorable, but you start trailing with like Spider Man and Marvel into like the characters that are lesser known, nobody cares about.
And
Like,
so like it depends on how they tackle it too, because like you could
yeah,
just I would have probably been a little bit more okay if it was like, hey, we're having a Marvel set.
hmm
'Cause at least you could have grabbed Iron Man,
yeah,
Storm, Cyclops,
more
all those.
more heavy hitters to pull from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spider Man. You're looking at Spider Man, Venom, Doc Ock, all those kind of guys. But
yeah,
then you start getting into that. Okay, now I'm just gonna have uh like specimen freighter here. I'm just gonna like reflavor that as
yeah,
Venom spacecraft or something. You know what I mean? Like
right. You start
it,
pulling from, instead of it being Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles and Eggman, now you're pulling from like Cream, and you got a Chow or
you know,
a Oma Chow in there. But like you start pulling farther and farther down the list of things that are like, why are you keep going? Like you
and
should have
some of
just
them are
stopped here.
fine. Some of them are fine because like you can have so like let's say I have a card that I'm not naming it after like Cream or Big the
Yeah,
Cat or something like that, but like I've got the character on there and it's just a known card that does something else. So like some of that stuff's fine, like referentially, but I don't know. It's like you said, you get into this weird spot where you're starting to pull all sorts of strings, and you're like, I don't know
yeah,
how this fits anymore.
yeah. Now you're, instead of like just being Spider Man, like now you're pulling like this spider that bit him, and
Yep.
like you're going
Yeah,
so far down. Like
I have this
where?
equipment called Spider that when I equip
Yeah,
it to something gives me flying or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
like your Peter Parker flips into Spider-Man, and that's how you got to
Yep.
do it. Like if Peter
Yep.
Parker's equipped with the spider, he's flipped the Spider-Man. like, come
Yep.
on, like how, like I get it, I get it. Like people got to make money, so like if it works, it works, and that's the
Yep.
problem. Like like, and that's what we were talking about, like with Nintendo and stuff like that, with the $80 Mario Kart World and a $500 console with that packaged in. Like, yeah, but like now one person stepped their foot in the door and still made a lot of money. Now everyone
Hmm.
else is going to do it. So like nobody
Hmm.
helped anybody. Even the gamers didn't help people there because people are like, oh, I don't want to pay $80 for a game, but you did
Yeah, and there's and
because you didn't want to be left out.
it's one of those like you have to hit them where it counts with like the sales and stuff like that. But at the same
Yep.
time, you have a lot of people that are just like,
Yeah.
and I mean this in the nicest way because it's like when you had your parents buy you a game on Christmas and you're like, oh, it's the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone game, whatever. It's like it's not great, but
Interesting
you
pick,
bought
but
it.
go on.
It was kind of it was like well, it's just you know what I'm saying. It's a random
Yeah.
like, movie spin-off kind of thing, right?
Right.
You knew it wasn't a great game, but like your parents don't know that. They just like buy it for you. They're like, here you go,
Yeah.
have this fun little game. There's a lot of people that are still kind of like that, where it's like, oh, I don't know anything about this. Oh, yep, I'll buy this new console for my kid, and oh, yep, I'll just buy that game. Like they're not super paying attention to the price.
No.
Like
No.
not to the point where they notice it's going up. They're just going to keep buying it. So
Yeah. I mean, like if they're only doing it like 3 times a year, like
yeah,
Christmas, a
exactly.
birthday, and maybe like I don't know, some random
Maybe
event.
throw something in there for random Easter or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like my mom and dad buy gifts for my grandkids or my niece and nephew and my son, their grandkids.
yeah.
Not that
You have
old. God
grandkids?
damn, dude. Where was that hiding this whole no, but
Man, your kid grew up so fast.
yeah, they still buy gifts for their grandkids for Easter. And like they did it with us, like me and my sister. They bought the stuff, but like nobody else that I know does that regularly. Like Easter's just another day
Yeah.
of the week for most that I know.
Um, I will say my parents occasionally did stuff like I think I got a bike one year for Easter, but it was never
Yeah.
something super consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just like, oh well, it's gonna be springtime and the weather's nice. Let's get you a bike, and this seems like the perfect time to
Yep.
buy it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, this
Yeah, it's more
was
along the lines of just if people are gonna pay, they're gonna increase the price. And I understand some of it too
yeah,
is you got your typical economic stuff, inflation, all that kind of stuff. But there's
right,
also like they just want to make more money.
and they're gonna, and unfortunate for
Yeah.
us, but fortunate for them.
Yep.
Um,
And it's not always a bad thing. to the extent that like,
wait, finish that thought.
To the extent that like I am willing to pay more if things are going to be higher quality.
Yes.
And I would agree that like games these days are just beat for beat probably higher quality than like things on the N64 and all that.
Right.
Yeah. But if you're gonna just keep jacking the price up, there's a problem.
I got a topic for this for our next podcast that we'll dig into deeper because there's a lot to unpack here with this.
That's fair. But yeah, I think that's all I really had as far as the Magic stuff is concerned. So
that's all I had in general. So that's cool.
This is more of a like, hey guys, I got into Magic and I think it's cool and I just want to show it to you. So yay!
And now we got content for next podcast.
Yeah, no, we got all sorts of content. I can keep milking this for years. I mean, wait,
now you understand, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you get it. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far into the video, then I appreciate you.
How bored are you?
I know. Give us a scale of 1 to 10 of how awful this was. 1 being great, 10 being awesome. Yeah, you figure it out. Figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Scorch said, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, whatever the bullshit is for YouTube.
In a very serious note, with this being a brand new thing, if you guys like it, please just drop a comment, drop a like, whatever you can do to just kind of interact. It helps out a lot.
Absolutely.
And definitely drop a subscribe. Because we're planning on doing this once a month, but like, who knows if this were to get super popular,
maybe more.
We could probably do more. But
yeah, if you have topics that you wanted us to touch on.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I was going to say, if you guys have stuff you want us to talk about or give our opinions on, feel free to throw it down there. Can't guarantee it'll happen, but we'll take a look at it and see what'll happen.
And the quicker that you put it in the comment before our next podcast, the more time we have to not look like complete schmucks talking about it. So
for yourself, I'm going to look like a schmuck anyway.
That's true.
I mean, take offense to
that. Well, you can take as many fences as you want. Okay, they're free.
One fence.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.
Later.